Due to the graphic imagery displayed in this episode, viewer discretion is recommended.
All we gotta do is find a place to set up all this gear.
Any ideas?
No, but I'll tell you one thing, it is getting very, very cold. I have not experienced the cold like this in this area yet.
What about over there, that patch of trees over there?
I don't know what is whose property.
I know.
Up on those mountains looks perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said. I'm already exhausted from the altitude.
This is Peru's Sacred Valley. Surrounded by the foothills of the Andes, far removed from the tourism mecca of Cusco, we camped in our tent for 4 nights, and on the last night, something unexplainable happened.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
We
just heard like some drums getting close.
Don't talk so loud, gringos.
We're in the tent, and we just heard somebody with a drum playing it kind of in a scary sacrificial way. And I got closer, and it stopped as soon as we started commenting on it. I think the only thing that it weirds me out about sleeping in the tents is that you can't see what's on the outside of the tent. There could be somebody like right next to us, and we wouldn't know it. That having been said, lights out.
Shut up. What? Whoa. What the? I don't know what that is. Look at the shadows though, dude. Dude, the trees are moving through the shadow. What the? Oh my god.
Welcome to the Sacred Valley. This is probably the most excited I've been on this trip thus far. Right now, we are miles away from the rest of civilization, miles away from Cusco and any city activity. Everything you see here is purely nature and farmland. The people here live off the land and have lived their life here for many years. Most of them speak Quechua and some of them speak Spanish. We're here with Rafaela, who's a friend of the organization that we stayed and partnered with. And this week, we're going to be learning what it's like to live in the Sacred Valley. Right here we have your typical adobe house. Now, this is comprised entirely of mud. As we go in, you'll see that what they do to the adobe is they actually coat it over on the finished property. They coat it over with a type of cement, and they paint it and they make it look all nice. This is Rafaela's house. Step through the door, and here's Rafaela right now. We're now in the kitchen. The roof is very small. In a Sacred Valley kitchen, all food is hand-picked from the family farm. We use eucalyptus leaf to light the adobe stove. And this is the humble way and the humble place where meals are prepared. Each day was about sustaining one's family and neighbors. You would spend lots of time gathering hay for animals, which in turn provided for the humans. And then you would focus on keeping your crops lively and sorting potatoes for both food and income. Potatoes, carrots, spices, and large corn called chocla were the primary crops we worked with. This is a potato field. Everything here is a different type of potato. Peru, más potatoes, ¿sí?
Sí, Peru,
Variety.
Diferentes variedades.
We are cleaning the potatoes so that we can get them back to the house and we can use them for the lunch.
Just because we spent the majority of the day farming doesn't mean we couldn't have fun. Zenobio, Rafaela's husband, gave us his instruments, and we would sit around making our best attempts at music as a family. There's something about this slow way of life that literally removes all concepts of time from your mind. There wasn't one day in the Sacred Valley where I wouldn't pay attention to what time it was, or even the date. It was simply about being alive. And I did. I felt it. Life. The Sacred Valley was filled with smiles, but more than that, a real sense of fellowship and love. Thunderclouds would peer over the mountains each night, and you could watch lightning storms as they passed through.
You hear that thunder?
I heard the thunder, it was cool.
Do you want to try it, John?
No, I'm no good. Listen. This is how you live in the Sacred Valley. You do everything on your own. This is real life at its fullest. You're responsible for every aspect of your life, including making the food, your shelter, the well-being of your children, and just everything in general. We're knitting this scarf, which is made out of alpaca. Rafaela explained that all her dyes are natural colors, natural dyes, and that it takes 5 days to build a scarf like this. And then she takes these scarves and she'll sell them in the San Pedro marketplace or other places in Peru. And this is part of how she makes her money.
Es el cuy.
Sí.
This next bit of footage may not be for my fellow vegetarians or the faint of heart.
Este cuy es para alimentar a la familia. Gracias por estos cuys, nosotros alimentamos a nuestros hijos.
You know, I've been vegetarian for 3 years and I haven't ate meat, but I've been told that it's one of the greatest honors here in Peru if somebody offers you cuy, a family. So I'm going to eat this guinea pig here, and it saddens me to think about, but again, the way he's been raised and the way that he's going to die has all been natural, and it's for this family and for everyone here. Bye, little fella.
¡Por qué triste!
Ah, qué pena.
Can't.
No, you have
eat
to. It's like an
Yeah.
insult if you don't.
If you don't eat it, you realize that you're never going to be welcome in the Sacred Valley again. They picked the biggest, chubbiest, fluffiest, and cutest guinea pig just for us to eat. I don't know about you, but I'm about to dive right in.
Yeah,
Thigh
you're
meat,
gonna eat the whole thing
some
with the head
breast
and
meat,
thighs.
some back meat.
Guinea pig is going to lose its life.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Here we were, preparing a guinea pig as food. As a child, I had 2 of them for pets. They were cute, but mediocre companions at best.
We're in Peru. This is Explore22, by the way, in case you didn't know.
However, here in the Sacred Valley, they're a respected, nutritious meal.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'm looking.
Do bear in mind, this is another culture's genuine way of life. I'm sure to Rafaela and Zenobio, I was the crazy one, who was sitting there staring in horror as the cuy was being cleaned.
We're having dinner on our last night here in the Sacred Valley. If you take a look here, got some potatoes that we just pulled out of the ground ourselves, some corn patties, and of course, the cuy, the guinea pig. Gonna eat some cuy. Oh, it's chewy.
Very chewy. I'd mix it with some potato if I was you.
No, I'm eating it.
Just got it.
Nice. It's fine. It's just like, it's like how I remember chicken, to be honest, but it's way more chewy. Gracias. Gracias, Rafaela. Thank you. Yeah, it's fine. There you go. That's the verdict. It tastes like chicken.
Each night after dinner, it was custom to read and play board games with the family. I remember at the beginning of our trip when we saw a bucket of weapons at the airport, and then we were assured by our friend Mariana that Peru was about peace and love. Throughout this journey, where we had arrived as friends, the wonders of Peru had made it so we were ultimately leaving as family. It was clear, and I remember looking up and saying, Peru really is about peace and love. Thanks for traveling with us, and be sure to tune in next time as we hop a few flights and arrive in Costa Rica.
That was bound to happen.
This has been Explore22.
What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why?
We love Cusco.
It's not allowed.
Viva